Today, from Empower Field at Mile High
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Lopez on first down and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 107 yards.
And we're starting to see some consistency being established here, because if you do it once, some people might count it as a fluke, but if you do it a second time, they're starting to think maybe he's got it going, and that's exactly where he appears to be headed.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the win. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Carter, a first down and more. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. A 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill. Despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the second pick of the 4th round, out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a give to Carter, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Charles, will take a look there at the draft class for the New York Jets. Robert Saleh, the new head coach, he's got his quarterback as they took Zach Wilson, number 2, and moved Sam Darnold down to Carolina.
And we might end up saying that Elijah Moore out of Ole Miss, taken at number 34, could go down as one of the
touchdown Jets. Jamison Crowder, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. From the gun on 3rd down, Lopez. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Escapes the defender. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
Touchdown! Elijah Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive. Right now we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Lopez now on 1st and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. Lopez. Again, he's got that man Landry. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jameis. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Lopez. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out. Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, There's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Here's Lopez looking to throw on second down, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Escaping the pressure right. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. Lopez. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Keelan Cole, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Lopez.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. operating from the gun. Lopez. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. On third down, here's Carter. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Carter, his second touchdown. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean?
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Man open, here is Crowder. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take over.
I was talking with my crew before the show. By the way, best production team in the biz, or at least